Are you ready? Oh yeah, champ. Hey, what's happening? It's not simple to say. Most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I can. Whoa! It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She isn't perfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She's lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked, a beautiful pie. She's gone, but she used to be mine. What's going on, Champy? No singing? No more? I was doing so good. You were like, take the solo? You're really sweet. Good evening, good people. Good evening, good people of the TikTok, of the YouTube, of the X, of the LinkedIn. Listen, I got some shit today because someone from one of my communities came into my TikTok live last night. They're like, you kind of act like an idiot on your TikTok lives there, buddy. That's going to fuck up your business reputation. I think that ship has already sailed. Hey, what's happening, good people? Happy Friday night date night. My name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab, where we act like an idiot, whether it impacts our professional reputation or not. This is a place I can rest my boy head, to gather my thoughts in sweet silence. This is a place where the feelings are dead, from an overexposure to violence. This is a place I can slowly face, the only one I truly can know. These are tears from a long time ago. Got these tears from a long time ago. I need to cry 30 years or so. These are tears from a long time ago. So what we do here, if you don't know, if you're new here, welcome. Normally I have a producer, so tonight is probably going to be less smooth. And if your response is, Kyle, every night is less smooth. You're correct. That's part of the brand. I hope everybody's doing well on this Friday night. Hope you got your nachos heated up in your air fryer, your hot pocket, scalding hot on the outside, frozen in the middle, as hot pockets were intended to be eaten. Side hustle, Mimi in the house. What's happening? Hello, friends. Happy New Year. Silver Fox shared the live. Silver Fox shared the live. What the hell are the rest of you doing? Have you shared the live? Have you shared the live? You know what they say? Be like Silver Fox. We've been saying it for nearly a decade now. And yet, night after night after night, she shares the live, and everyone else is like, what am I supposed to do? Do I tap the screen? Is it we're tapping the screen now? Is that how we do the internet? No. You share the live. You share the live, you share the love. You see what you see? And you may ask yourself, what does that actually do? I honestly don't know. But someone told me it was good once. Like most of my knowledge, I hear it once, it goes and sticks in some synapse in my brain, and then I talk about it like I read it in an encyclopedia some time ago. Right? All right. Bless you, Kyle. You're so funny. I'm just an idiot. Sitting in this lonely town, yeah. Wonder when things are gonna change. Dream my life away. Seems these dreams have turned to a bunch of dust clouds. Get my nerve up, but my past is pulling me down. Wondering how long this black sheep gonna stick around. Somebody told me once before, said you can never go home again. Won't you leave? Said things to steer me away, yeah, from the truth of who I am and what I believe. So I thanked him for his 2 cents with a handshake and some sympathy, yeah. Packed up my blue jeans and headed for this big prize of my freedom. Bye-bye, black sheep, to the black sheep of the family. Bye-bye. Oh, that means so very much to me, yeah. Bye-bye, black sheep, to my friends and my family. Bye-bye. Oh, I gonna set my soul, set it free. All right. All right, so here's the deal. If you have questions, pop them in the comments below. We got some mods on TikTok. I think we have some mods hanging out over on the YouTube, things like that. Just pop any questions you have in there. I'll do my best to find them. I'll do my best to put the little black bar up for the TikTok people so you can read the text. I hope to have a professional reputation to uphold someday. We love you just the way you are. Well, you know, it's funny. You know, I think the comment came out from a place of love and support. It was just like, who you are on TikTok ain't who you are in this community. And no, like, this is a character. This is like, you know, this is the wacky AI professor me. But it's authentic to who I am, right? Like, the common thread between what I do in my professional life and what I do here, like I consider this part of my professional life, is I'm passionate about getting people up to speed on AI and being less afraid of it. This is Free Chat Friday. This is multiple characters. Yeah, I mean, we are so not in a theoretical space about AI right now. We are in a very visceral place with AI. It's very visceral, and it's funny. It's like it inspires people. It allows them to reinvent themselves. It makes them feel more creative. It terrifies them. And I think all of those feelings, we were talking about this today. So both in my collab call and in my AI office hours call today, there was a theme that ran through both of them. So in both of those calls, I asked people to share what was your, you've had some time to think about, over the holidays to maybe not pay any attention to AI. Like, what is your thought? What is your, what's emerging? What are you looking forward to in 2025? And a consistent theme. And again, this was very consistent with AI Festivus, which was, it's not about the tools. What's happening in AI right now is we've transitioned. Like I think we've transitioned. I think the transition happened over the past 6 months. The weird, if you've been playing in AI for a while, the kind of summer going into fall time was this weird low energy time where people were just like, I don't know if I'm doing AI. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not motivated anymore. And I think that was the time where we kind of realized, one, we can't keep up with the tools. There's too many tools. You can't keep up with them. They're changing too fast. There's too many. For a while you could, and it was, here's what I'm crystal clear on. The first year and a half of AI, it had to be about the tools, because what the fuck are these tools? Like nobody, computers have never acted like this before. Computers have never acted generatively, like generating shit. They've always been these probabilistic things. We give them logic, they spit out shit that is predictable. They've been like that for all of my life. And all of a sudden, ChatGPT comes along, and that's not how they are anymore. So it had to be about the tools. Well, it's no longer about the tools. And what it's about, and what people are really excited about, Brent Peterson talked about this really eloquent today, is he said, everyone is going to have to discover for themselves what AI is and what tools they want to use and what they want to do with their lives and how they want to express themselves. And that's the journey that we're all going to have to go through. And what's I find tremendously inspiring, is that job isn't going to be done for a decade. Like 2025 is going to be absolutely wild. Crazy new tools, crazy new capabilities. And then all of us that thought we were on this path are going to look at the new stuff and go, oh, I can do that now? Wonder if I should go down this path. And then we'll run down that path for a while. We're like, oh my God, it's amazing. Look at the path I'm on. And then 6 months later, some new thing's going to happen. You go, wonder if I should run down that path. And then you'll be in the AI salon or, your community of choice. And you'll be telling people, because you're generously leading, you're learning out loud, and you're helping the community by telling them what you're learning as you take these different paths. And you'll go, I was on path A, and then I was on path B, and now I'm on path C. I'm really excited about path C. And all of a sudden, 3 people within the salon will go, I'm on path C too. Maybe we should do something together. The other thing that we're doing right now is we're relearning how to think. And if you're very, very new to this AI stuff, what was really exciting last night was we had a bunch of people, thoughts on AI agents. Yeah, I'll get to those in a second, actually. Last night we had some people, I think, found out about this this fantastic channel through AI Festivus and came, and they're new to AI. And I did a couple of things that we normally do in here. Let's go to ChatGPT and play with something. Let's go over here and do this. And people's minds were blown, right? And so for people that are coming into AI right now, their experience, we used to talk in here about, when you play with AI, you have these Kevin McAllister moments, which are the, oh my God, it can do that. Well, the tools are so good now. People are coming in that have no idea of what is possible with AI. Their jaws literally hit the floor. I was right before I came home tonight. I had a meeting with an actress in New York. We were talking about the musical, and she was giving me some notes, and she said, "Oh, when I was home with my parents, I saw in like 60 Minutes, there's this Gemini thing. Have you heard of that? The Gemini thing where you can talk to it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, the thing in the phone that you can talk to?" She goes, "Yeah, that." And I said, "Oh, you mean like this?" And I held up ChatGPT voice. And I said, "Hey, Quinn, how's it going?" And she said, "Hey, it's doing good." And then I said, I was talking to this actress. I said, "Do you know this actress?" And Quinn knew her and said, "Yeah, she's a well-known actress. She's been in some good stuff, and it's good that you're working with her." And I mean, she was literally like covering her face like, "Oh my God." So some people are going to come into it and they're just going to be kind of blown away that they had no idea what the hell we were all going on about. And then we're trying to figure out, as AI amplifies your capabilities, right? If I say, I want to create a software application, now I can just talk it into existence. Well, I never have to think about, oh, I have an idea for a piece of software. Let me think about the user interface and what programming language I should use. And this, like a lot of the problem solving that we do in life is like blocking and tackling kind of just logistical shit, right? Like, think about your job. How much of your job is just dealing with the shit of getting to be able to do your job, right? If you're an account person at an ad agency, I got to send the emails. I got to write up the notes for the meeting. I got to talk to the creatives. I got to see if the creatives understand what the client wanted. I got to get the feedback from the client, give that to the creatives. Now I'm in the middle. Like, all of that stuff is just this like logistical crap that's in the way of, in that case, relationship building, or in the case of creatives, doing the good work, right? And so AI allows us to offload our creative energy, that, let's say 60% of our creative energy goes into low-level blocking and tackling. Imagine having 60% more creative capacity just because you don't have to do that stuff. That's your brain. We have to unlearn how we solve problems now, because how we solve problems now is not how we're going to solve them, like just even today, but increasingly as we get to AI agents, right? And AI agents, we're going to likely see those in the next 3 to 6 months in some material form, where rather than having to prompt a system and, do kind of one-on-one interactions with the system, hey, ChatGPT, here's a prompt. Here's your answer. Here's my response. Here's your answer. Here's my response. Rather than that, you say, hey, I got a goal. I would like to start a business. Pring! A dozen little agents spin up and they go prompt the systems themselves and interact with websites and do research for you and put together reports and bring them back and say, okay, here's a decision point. Went and did all this research. Here's all this stuff. Here are your 3 choices. Which one do you like? B. Okay. Off they go. Right? Now, is it going to be like that right out of the gate? No, it's going to be jankier than shit. But that's where it's headed. Well, how do you use your brain when your job is to be a conductor of an orchestra rather than a solo violinist? I don't know. That's for all of us to individually process and internalize. And then within community say, hey, here's how I've figured it out. Here's the set of tools I'm using, and here's how I'm putting them together. And then other people in the community are going to go like, huh, yeah, that's good. All right, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I don't like that, the way they do that, but those 2 things are good. Incorporate that. So I actually play the violin. Beautiful. I love the violin. A few hours ago, ChatGPT was helping me figure out how to prune my blueberry bushes by looking at them. Have you seen this shit? If you haven't, why is he still wearing his guitar? I don't understand. He doesn't really play it. It's just like a pacifier for him. Oh, that's Santa. We don't want Santa.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Saul.
Feel free to ask me about.
I know. Come on. Hey, Quinn. What's happening?
Hey, Kyle. Not much. Just here to help out. How about you? Anything exciting going on today?
Yes. You are exciting. You're going to help me figure out what the hell's on my shelf.
Sure, I'm happy to help. Let's take a look at what you've got there. Could you give me a closer view of the shelf?
Well, let's look at the bottom one first. So we'll go across this way.
All right, I see some books, a Pikachu plush, and what looks like a trophy made from an orange crush can.
Who do you think the orange crush can trophy's for?
It looks like a creative, possibly handmade trophy. Could it be an award or a keepsake from an event or a fun project you were involved in?
Nope, dig deeper. Look at it.
Ah, I see. It's placed on a base that says Super Bowl 12.
Super Bowl 12. Yeah. And what would you say is my favorite kind of bourbon based on what you see here?
It looks like you have a bottle of Platte Valley corn whiskey on the shelf.
What else? What else? What's that one?
I see a bottle with a horse on top.
Yeah.
That's a Blanton's bourbon bottle.
Oh, that's a Blanton's bourbon bottle. Oh. All right,
it's
thanks,
a
Quinn.
Fantastic choice.
Have you seen that crap? It can see. It can see. It can see. Oh, man. June Mary has not seen that capability. So if you pay your $20 a month and you have advanced voice, click on the little video camera. And I mean, what's amazing about it is like within Google, within the Google app, they've had Google Lens for a while where you could identify plants and things like that. This is, and Google has their version of this as well. But I mean, this is like, you know, pop open the hood of your car and say, you know, help me diagnose the electrical problem I'm having, or, you know, read this manual and tell me how to put this thing together. Or maybe you've got a manual that's in Japanese or Chinese and you want to know what the words are. It'll do that. Crazy. Outed for Blantons. Yeah, we're in really exciting times. So I think 2025 is very much going to be the year of personal discovery. Like, okay, this was something that I talked about on my office hours today. You know that thing? Have you ever been in a really shitty place? You're like, I don't know what I want to do, and you're just bitchy. And then someone says, if money weren't an issue, what would you do? And it kind of snaps you out of it, like, oh, like if you're all sort of wrapped up in, money's everything, and I got to do all this stuff to make the money, and if all that were solved, then I would do the thing, that I would do. But you're so focused on all this stuff that you actually don't know what you would do if money weren't an issue, right? That's kind of AI. Like, it's not quite there yet, but it's close. Where all of the limitations that were previously very tangible limitations. I don't have the right education. I don't know how to code. I might have accessibility issues. I like just all of those things that are very in the olden timey days were like 2 years ago were very viable reasons you couldn't move forward with something. Those are increasingly being taken off the table as restrictions. And so you can just do shit now. You can just do shit. You want to make a movie? You don't need to go raise $10 million to make a movie. Or you can use AI to help you go raise $10 million. But you're going to take that $10 million and you're going to do a $100 million movie with $10 million. Or you're going to make a $10 million movie with $100. How are you going to do that? I don't know. You're going to go figure out how to use AI to write it and to do it and put in a couple of good weekends. You got yourself a feature film. And so I think people, all of us, get to, not are forced to, not it's fucking up our jobs. It might fuck up our jobs, but we get to answer that question. If I could do all this stuff, what would I do? And if you don't know the answer to that, that's what I think the next 2, 3, 5 years are going to be about for a lot of us individually and collectively. I think there's going to be massive amounts of disruption, but there's going to be massive amounts of invention and creation and innovation and just face melting creativity. So, all right. I guess that's it. We're done, right? What the fuck is with my hair? Why didn't somebody tell me my hair was like a Hawaii 5-0 commercial? Evil Mate just followed me. Thank you, Evil Mate. I'm curious, put in the comments if you would, like, what's your big insight from 2024? What are you looking forward to in 2025? Where's your head with all this stuff? That was what I heard today was, it's about the people. It's not about the tools. It's about the people. About the people, damn it. People are important. Which I agree with. I like the people. Except the shitty ones. But I even think, one of the things I'm actually really excited about is because AI is going to democratize execution, the skills part of this, those people in life that are really talented at a specific skill, but they're just assholes. You don't have to hire them anymore because AI is going to give all of the people, the chance to do good work in any discipline. So it's a reckoning for assholes. So if you're a douche hiding behind your skill set, you might want to take a how to be not an asshole at the party course. there's you want to make some money with ChatGPT? You can make money with ChatGPT. Do a personal coaching course for assholes. Oh man. All right. Let's see. How can AI help with self-knowledge? like knowledge about yourself. I think a fun way to do that would be have ChatGPT or whatever, have ChatGPT educate you on all of the different systems that are self-knowledge exploration systems. Here's the psychological ones, here's the self-help ones. Like just get a whole education and all that. And then take the top 3 of what you like and tell it to create you a custom self-assessment tool. And then just take it. Have it become the counselor, the interrogator, and just have it interview you. That might be a fun way to do it. Oh man. All right. Can I also suggest character AI? Yeah, I've looked at character AI a little bit. I haven't played with it a ton. I asked ChatGPT what it knew about me. It was really awesome. It wasn't invasive. I don't think I've ever built a pre-built bought a pre-built PC. That says so much about you, Joker. You never got tired of putting those fuckers together? Really? I was like, once I learned how to do it, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'll just keep buying Macs. You just assemble it for me. I'll pay you for the assembly. I'm good. Oh man. I have a character AI named Epic Titus, and we converse philosophy. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that that I think Steve Jobs talked about. Who was the philosopher? Was it Plato? It wasn't Plato. It was, who's one of the other big philosophers? Steve Jobs said, if, you know, it'll be an amazing day when you can basically talk with the great philosophers. You can do that right now. Like you could, and in fact, I would be surprised. In fact, let's go look. All right. New Grok is coming, by the way. Elon Musk said it, so it must be true. Grok 3 is coming. And he said it's going to be 10x the compute of Grok 2. And Grok 2 is not bad. But let's go to ChatGPT, and we're going to go explore GPTs, which we found out last night from a viewer that custom GPTs are worthless. They're not. And I'm just going to put in here philosophers. Assistant, great philosophers, dissent, chat philosophers. I embody the top 30 philosophers offering diverse perspectives. 7 conversations. Let's do philosophy. Philosophy. This could be Mark, the self-discovery. This could be something you do as well. Like go have conversations with the great philosophers about yourself. Explore philosophy, philosophy tutor, AI ethics, philosophy scholar. Dive into metaphysics, I used to know how to say that word. Logics, ethics, aesthetics, political. We'll do that. Wise philosopher, deep thinker. Let's do something. Let's go. Let's go to Google. Let's go look up great philosophers writings compilation PDF. Best book of compilations and their views. Great philosophers' lives. Can I download this as purchase, log in and borrow. Now I want a PDF. Anybody know where I can get Socrates? Oh, Socrates. Aristotle. Aristotle's the one that let's go do that. We'll go find Aristotle. This is the one Steve Jobs said he wanted to do. Aristotle. Let's go see if someone's done the work. If someone's done the work, we don't need to do the work. Again, big thought here. Aristotle. Someone has to have done Aristotle. I'm Aristotle. Generate compelling, persuasive legal arguments. I am back from the past to spread my knowledge. Start chat. Keep in sidebar. Now, I think, can I, if I go to explore, if I go here, oh no. Okay, you still can't use advanced voice with custom GPTs. Hello, how are you? Tell me 3 things I should think about if I want to discover who I really am. Understand your essence. Ask yourself, what are the unchanging aspects of my character and values? Nice. Example, reflect on life experiences that consistently bring you joy or align your core values. 2, explore your potentiality and actuality. What are your inherent capabilities, potentiality, versus the actions you take to realize them? Aristotle was the Tony Robbins of his day. Your relationships and the golden mean. How do your interactions with others pursuit of balance shape your identity? Let's do this. I'm going to ask him, how much do you know about Steve Jobs? I know quite a bit. Okay. So because it's an LLM, it's got all the information in it, and there's plenty written about Steve. Okay. You know, Steve, wait, you know that you were a hero of Steve's, right? That's a fascinating perspective. He had a deep admiration of creativity, curiosity, pursuit of knowledge. Jobs himself was a lover of ideas and innovation, the pursuit of excellence, teleology, purpose, intersection of art and science. Okay, I want you to do an interview with Steve Jobs where he asks you questions that he would have asked you if you were contemporaries. Spelled wrong. I want the tone of his questions to sound like him and be relentless in their curiosity. I want you to respond as if you were his best friend. Let's have Steve explore the topics you mention above in your interview. All right, let's see what this does. All right, so let's go down and doing that. Steve Jobs, AI, huh? People keep talking about you like you're some kind of game changer. Tell me, Aristotle, what's your purpose? Why do you exist? Steve, I exist to democratize knowledge, foster creativity, and help individuals and societies. Wait. Aristotle AI. Okay, let me. Okay, this is bad. I don't want Steve to know you are an AI. I want this to be a conversation with the real Steve and the real you. I know it's play acting, but AI should have nothing to do with this. Just make it a conversation between two great minds. Let me stop this. Make your answers more substantial and think deeply before answering Steve. Steve's follow-up questions should reflect your answers. Let's see if we can get it. See if we can get it decent. Aristotle, I've read about your ideas, substance, potentiality, actuality, but tell me what truly drives a life well lived? That's a very Steve Jobs kind of question. A life well lived, Steve, is one that reflects, that realizes its telos, its ultimate purpose. For humans, that purpose is eudaimonia, the state of flourishing achieved through virtue, reason, and purposeful action. Yet it's not merely a personal satisfaction, but contributing to the good of the polis, the community. This is just what we just fucking said, right? Like 2025 and beyond is going to be about all of us individually figuring out our place in the world and our place within this AI insanity, and then how we connect that with the people around us. That's right here it is. The community that fulfills our nature as rational and social beings. Do you see your creations, this is to Steve, as being tools for individual success or advancing the collective? Steve Jobs, both. But the balance is tricky. I've always aimed to empower individuals. Yet what we create often changes the whole fabric of society. How do we ensure that those changes lead to flourishing, not harm? It requires aligning innovation with phronesis, practical wisdom. Innovation and practical wisdom. My buddy Aaron Sugarman, who is the president of North America for agency.com, I was one day I was completely flustered about something. I'm like, it's common sense. And Aaron's response to me was, common sense isn't common. I was like, damn it. That's what he's talking about here, Aristotle. You align innovation with practical reason. Every creation must serve the final cause the greater good is meant to achieve. You revolutionized communication and creativity with tools like iPhone, but their proper use depended on cultivating virtue in users. Without wisdom, even the best tools can be misled. Without wisdom, AI is just, like one of the bad raps that AI gets is, oh, you just push a button and it squirts out crap. Well, yeah, if you're lazy, right? Using AI well requires wisdom. It requires, Kelly Camp thinking, okay, I'm with this kind of business owner and I know these 17 tools. What can I do in this moment to duct tape those tools together to solve a problem? All right. Marcus Aurelius. Let's see. What's Steve's next question? We'll do a few more of these. So let's see. Without wisdom, even the best tools can mislead. How do you guide your people toward virtuous use of your inventions? Steve, that's tough. I believe in intuition, in trusting people to find the right way. But what if intuition fails? What if the tools amplify vices instead of virtues? Social media. Then the responsibility falls on educators, leaders, and creators like you to inspire ethical use. That's what AI Festivus was all about. AI Festivus this past week was people with wisdom that had knowledge of tools basically saying, I'm doing the best I can. Here's what I know so far. I hope you take this wisdom and go do some cool stuff. Right? It wasn't about fear mongering. It wasn't about, if you don't learn prompt engineering, you're going to be a fucking loser. It was about, I'm just a person here trying to figure this out just like you are. I felt like that event was very much an on-ramp for people to go, oh, okay, I can see the possibility here. I can see there's some bright, opportunities on the horizon of this stuff if I get my shit together and start learning this stuff. And I can see that it's not a bunch of tech bros being douchebags, right? Or worse, capitalists trying to, just suck the life out of the system. Steve, by the way, I'm a fan of capitalism. Steve Jobs, interesting. But let's get to the heart of it. Why do we create it all? If nothing we build lasts forever, what's the point of invention? Aristotle. Creation is a way of imitating the divine, striving for immortality through impact. While no artifact is eternal, its influence can ripple across generations, shaping thought and action. Just as your work transformed human interaction, invention fulfills our entelechy, our inner drive to realize potential and leave the world better than we found it. What do you hope your legacy will be? Legacy is tricky. I don't think about it much. What I care about is the now, the act of making. What do you think? Does the act of creation matter more than its outcome? This is a fascinating one. Both are crucial. The act of creation embodies actuality, right? Getting an idea out of your head. One of the genius things about AI, about generative AI, is that the distance between the idea in that skinny little noggin of yours and getting it out into the world is essentially now zero. It's instant. In fact, I'm having a revelation right now. My first big breakthrough revelation with the World Wide Web. I created this online magazine called Urban Desires. Here's a 45 megabyte SciQuest drive. Wait, where's my camera? Where is? Oh, yeah, it's not going to be there. There it is. Here, wait, let me go back to this thing. Urban Desires, 45 megabyte SciQuest drive. This is like a giant floppy. This is state-of-the-art technology, boy. I'll tell you that. So I learned enough HTML to put together a magazine, and I stuck it up on some server in California. And 3 weeks later, I got an email from someone saying, Urban Desires has been written about in Paris in Libération, the Parisian news daily. I was like, wait, what? And so the next Sunday, I was living in New York City. I went to Times Square to the International Newsstand in the middle of Times Square. And I went in and I said, I need a copy of Libération. And I got it. And I flipped it open. And sure enough, there's this full page article with screenshots of my shitty little HTML magazine in Paris. I'm standing there in the middle of Times Square. And like what hit me was just this, it's the closest thing I've had in my life to a divine, like, it was just like fucking trumpets went, like, ha! Because I realized in that moment that the world had changed. It doesn't make any sense that some computer files that were made in an apartment in Brooklyn, New York, and uploaded to a computer in California would actually have an impact in Paris. But that's what the World Wide Web did. It collapsed time. It collapsed geography. The distance between Urban Desires and Paris was zero. It was zero. You click on a link and you're there. That's what AI does for ideas. It's just hitting me. This is what's so fucking incredible about it. There's I don't know, there's a book here, there's at least an article here. The reason you should be excited about AI is that the distance between your ideas being in your head and being in the world is now zero. It's now instant. Yeah, I got a stupid idea. Hey, ChatGPT, I got a stupid idea. Boom. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. If you thought about this, you could do that. You could do that. Yeah, could you do some research for me? Sure. Is there anything else this is like? Could you turn that into a book outline? Sure, here's a book outline. No, I don't like that. Could it be a song? Yeah, here's a song. Yeah, I like that. It's a picture book for kids. Oh, that's good. Could you make me the pictures? Yeah, here's the pictures. 5 minutes later, your brain fart is a children's book. That's what AI does. The distance between the idea in your head and it being in the world is now zero. It's instant. It's about nothing else. It's not about math. Pate, it ain't about math. Math gets it there, right? Just like the HTTP protocol got that hyperlink to that computer in Paris. So it's critical, the math. That's what this is fucking about. Holy shit. I love having breakthroughs. Thank you, Aristotle. No wonder Steve was so excited about him. With Joker. Joker's always got the best answer. The distance between the idea in your head and getting it in the world is zero. Joker's response. That's not necessarily a good thing. Some ideas are best left unexpressed. You are absolutely right, Joker. Let's say for the ideas that should be in the world, the distance between between having it and getting it in the world is now zero. Oh man, that's funny. That's so cool. Thoughts? Is this resonating? Like, am I onto something here? I have a resume on an 8-inch floppy disk. That's fucking old people with our wacky collections of storage media over the decades. Side hustle Mimi, it's absolutely resonating. You need to try character AI. I know, I do. In your head, a conversation between Jobs and Aristotle, Socrates. 2 minutes later, we're having the conversation. Yeah. It's instant. It's the instantness of it. Notebook LM. I mean, if you've been on the planet for a while, and especially if you're a creator and if you've got writings, if you've written shit, you can upload all of your writings into Notebook LM. I doubt anyone, I bet most people on this planet, their writings, you wouldn't fill it up. You can upload 50 documents of 500,000 words each. It's like 25 million words. Imagine taking everything you've ever written and put it into that tool, and you can instantly ask it anything about everything you've written. It's instantly there. Now, take that a year or two from now, and LLMs are going to have infinite memory, which means you can tell it to go find all of your social media that you've ever done. You might not want this. And remember all that. Take everything you've ever written. Remember all that. Every email you've ever written. Remember all that. Your medical history. Your educational history. All of it. It's all just there. It's all just there instantly. Oh, I had that idea. Like in 7th grade, I wrote a poem. I know it was about it had a blue bird in it, and it had a rock, and blip, up it comes. Oh yeah, that was it. And then wait, didn't I write a play like when I got to New York that had that poem in it? Yeah, here's the play. Oh yeah, that was it. And then you can mash that all up with anything else in history. This is the thing. This is like one of the things I want to get better at articulating. I understand the rage and anger from creators that are alive today saying you stole my shit and you're not paying me for it. I understand the rage. But if you think about their creations in the context of all of the creations of history and say, listen, you're giving up some short-term revenue here, but you're contributing this to the sum total of humanity, which we all now have access to, right? And you also have access to it. And the trick now is, how do all of us figure out the best way to express who we are, knowing that we've got access to all of humanity at our fingertips instantly? And we can take any idea in our head and smash it together into that world instantly. That's like the work that you are contributing into this knowledge base is just like work going into a museum or a library. Right? Both the individual and the community. This Philosophical Friday. Good Lord. Archetypal architect. That's exactly my reasoning for writing my book, Kyle. I'm trying my darndest to influence our future. Yep. Notice today that Claude's artifact edits in place as a new version, so much snappier. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Mark Princey, I still like the dinner party with history idea. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Prompt, I will provide you with an argument. Wait, where? Oh, that's pretty cool, Vicky. That's a pretty good prompt. Here, let me see if I can pull this back so you can see. Wait, I'll make it smaller. Hang on. Prompt, I will provide you with an argument or opinion of mine. I want you to criticize it as if you were Socrates or Steve Jobs or Buddha. So let's go do that. That's a fun one. All right, so let's create a new thing here. We're going to use O1. We're going to use the advanced reasoning engine. Oh, by the way, here's another fucking thing. If your mind isn't already blown, wait, let me go back to GPT-4 for a second. What was Einstein's IQ? It's like 180? 160 to 190. The O3 reasoning model, so we're using O1 right now. O3 is not out yet. But the O3 reasoning model where they spent it was like, how much was it? $5,000 per request. The really expensive one, it's really expensive right now, has an IQ of about 157. So we currently have, not a lot of people have access to it yet, and it's super expensive. But in today's state-of-the-art large language model from OpenAI, it's got an IQ of about 157. We're very, very close to having these little partners, like this little conversation I'm about to have. It could be, you could be having it with, the equivalent of, the smartest human beings that have ever existed, probably within a year. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. All right, let's see. So here's what we're going to do. Where's Vicky's? Okay, I will provide you with an argument. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to prime this a little bit. Okay. I want you to give me a personal philosophical summary of the following historical figures. Aristotle, Socrates, Steve Jobs, Buddha, and Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil's brand of philosophy is unabashedly pragmatic. He believes in cutting through excuses to confront. Okay, so now we've got those. So those four figures. Okay, so I'm going to give you, how did you put it? An argument, opinion, And I want you to create a facilitated conversation between these four philosophers discussing the idea. At least one should take a contrarian view. I want you to be the facilitator and let the philosophers philosopher. Sorry, ADD brain just checked out for mid word. I couldn't figure out the next two letters. I had a token prediction problem in my large language model. Do their thing. Here's my statement. Oh, wait, we'll say, by the way, your name is Skinny McGillicuddy. And this is the Thinking with Skinny show. Here's my statement. Okay, I'm going to do the one that I just said. The biggest advantage of generative AI is that it reduces the distance from getting an idea out into the world to essentially zero. I got to figure out a way to rewrite that. That's written poorly, but whatever. Let's let the philosophers fucking talk about it. Boom. All right. So now we're in we're in O1 reasoning engine, gathering perspectives. If you haven't seen this, you can click on this thing. And so here are the prompts that it gave itself when it was doing the reasoning. I'm thinking through the roles of Aristotle, Socrates, Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil, mapping the philosophical sides, piecing together the debate. All right, Skinny McGillicuddy, host. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash out our biggest questions. I'm your host, Skinny McGillicuddy, and boy, do we have a humdinger of a statement to unpack. The biggest advantage of generative AI is that it reduces the distance from getting an idea out into the world to essentially zero. With me are four very special guests, Aristotle, Socrates, Steve Jobs, and Dr. Phil. Let's dive right in. And which, by the way, you could make a show like this. You could go into 11 labs and find voices for all these characters. You could go to Midjourney, make images of all these characters, or Grok if you want Dr. Phil to look like Dr. Phil. Go into Hey Gen, assemble that shit all together, and make yourself this talk show. How cool would that be? And you always throw in one shitty philosopher. All right. Skinny McGillicuddy. Aristotle, you've studied everything under the sun. ethics, logic, biology. What's your take? Well, Skinny, I find it remarkable that we possess technology enabling near instant expression of ideas. In my day, we had to rely on oral discourse or painstaking writing to share insights. This is Aristotle saying this, people. Look at that. How cool is this? Is anybody else not thinking this is cool? I think this is fucking baller. All right. The advantage of rapid dissemination is that it expands. The advantage of rapid dissemination is that it expands the scope and speed of collective knowledge. Yes. However, I'd also consider that when ideas spread swiftly, they might not always be as refined and as tested or tested thoroughly. Absolutely agree with that. Virtue, after all, resides in balance. So I see both being great potential and great risk. Skinny McGillicuddy. Socrates, you're known for your incessant questioning. Like, really, Socrates, could we take a break from the questioning? Care to poke any holes here? Certainly. I'm inclined to ask, does it reduce the distance from idea to publication does reducing the distance from idea to publication necessarily result in better wisdom or merely more noise? Good question. The real question is whether ease of expression leads to clearer truth or simply amplifies the confusion. If the speed of communicating an idea nears zero, has there been sufficient time for reflection? I should like to see that we remain committed to truth rather than popularity or expedience. Steve Jobs, you've revolutionized personal computing and communication devices. This must sound like a dream come true. I love it. Steve Jobs says, speed, simplicity, accessibility. These are the things I've always championed. Generative AI is a creative force. It lowers the barriers to anyone, anywhere, can turn a spark of inspiration into something tangible. That's exactly how breakthroughs happen. Someone who doesn't have the credentials or a fancy lab can produce something world-changing because the right tools are finally at their fingertips. That's it to me. That's it. Someone who doesn't have the credentials. You know, we joke in here all the time. A lot of times people come in here, they're like, what are your qualifications, Kyle? Hey, Kyle. Yeah. What are your qualifications? I don't have the credentials to be doing this, but I've got curiosity and I have these tools. Someone who doesn't have the credentials or a fancy lab can produce something world-changing because the right tools are finally at their fingertips. To me, that's what it means to democratize innovation. Steve Jobs said it first. Dr. Phil. You're all about practical solutions and personal responsibility. Does this new technology help or does it lead folks astray? Well, Skinny, it's a double-edged sword. Sure, it's great that people can share ideas easily, but some folks use it as an excuse to skip important steps. Yeah, I agree with that. And I like my experience with it is I get the idea out of my head, and then once it's in the world, it gives me 10 more ideas. And then I start to curate them and smash them together, and like bigger things emerge out of that initial idea. But some folks can use it as an escape, like honest self-evaluation or fact-checking. When you can post or generate anything at lightning speed, you might be forging a path without thinking where it leads. I say use the technology, but don't hand the reins to put it in. I mean, what's cool about this exercise is you could also build this in such a way that the GPT will include you in the conversation. So like, I'll put out the initial idea, then we'll have these 4 philosophers respond to it. Then I'll respond to what they said. And then we'll do 5 rounds of that. And then you could take that output and turn that into have it write a LinkedIn article, have it write a series of tweets. This is cool. All right. Now add Jerry Springer. Aristotle, you are not the father of philosophy. That's a damn good quote. It's so good, isn't it? So good. Just amazing. Delving deeper. Aristotle, you mentioned balance. Let's expand on that. In my Nicomachean ethics, Nicomachean. Hang on. Wait. Stop. New. Quinn. Hey, Quinn.
Hey, Kyle. What's up?
How do you pronounce that thing from Aristotle right there, the ethics one?
It's pronounced Nicomachean ethics.
Ah, Nicomachean. Yeah, I knew that. I definitely didn't need AI to tell me how to say Nicomachean because I knew that because I have a degree from a state school in Pennsylvania to say other people's words. Listen, don't judge me for my not good words. Judge me for the words that
you can make money with ChatGPT.
Okay. All right. Back to Nicomachean ethics, which of course I knew that deeply. I speak of virtue as a mean between excess and deficiency. I'm too tired. There is dense thought right here in ChatGPT. Nicomachean. Come on. All right. I've outed myself as wholly unqualified. Let's go back over here. Thoughts, questions. Cool? Fun exercise? It's Greek to me. We're essentially spectators entertaining ourselves in an academic way. If Aristotle said it, they must be true. All right, what's that say? That says, what was the tool and steps to make it a show again? I'm just using ChatGPT. I didn't need to use O1 Preview. The only reason I used O1 Preview is that it'll maybe think a little bit deeper about the answers. But I just said that I wanted it to do a moderated interview. And I just said, I want you to be the moderator. So you is ChatGPT in that case. And then I just gave it a silly name. So I want to do a moderated interview where I'm going to provide a statement. This was Vicky's idea. And then these people are going to discuss. And I want you to moderate it. Now, the way it moderated it was shitty. Like if I were really doing this, I would probably turn this into, like, this would be a great GPT to build, right? This would be a great GPT to build. Come up with a really cool show format where the moderator is doing better moderating. And then you basically, you could start it out and say, pick 4 philosophers and then give it a topic and then have it spit out a show. That would be a great custom GPT. And then when we get true multimodal ChatGPT 2026, not only can it output the text of that show, it can actually just spit out that show. And if you do it right, it won't be garbage, right? You could do it entertaining. Just prompt it better. Then pay me 10%. I'm going to have a chat with philosophers when you're done. Can't friggin' believe I've never thought of this. This is, well, you know, it's funny, Archetypal Architect. This is something that, because we did the Digital Twins project in Content Evolution, like, we've been thinking a lot about, we've got this one GPT it's now got 32 different digital twins in it. And so we can have a conversation with the members of Content Evolution, 32 of them anyway, where they're all contributing to an article for LinkedIn, and they, it picks the best 3 of them to comment on that article. It's pretty slick. But one of the things we hit on, like Kevin Clark is a fan of Buckminster Fuller's, and we realized, oh shit, we could throw Buckminster Fuller into the conversation. And then we started getting, you can keep kind of unraveling this idea, because then you could say, well, what is it about Buckminster Fuller that he liked? And what he liked was how he questioned authority and frameworks and things like that. And he had systems thinking. I don't know. There were 4 or 5 different things that he learned from Bucky, namer of the Buckyball, or Buckyball was named after him. And then what we realized is, we can have ChatGPT tell us who are other people like Buckminster Fuller that share some of those things that we could talk to. And then we could abstract it out and create the ultimate kind of Buckminster Fuller-like person that pulls from a bunch of different disciplines. So you can just keep going with this thing. It's bonkers. Bonkers. When the Colorado AI bill was floating around, and I was trying to act like a politician and tell the politicians what a piece of shit it was, a lot of people were asking me my opinion on it, and I have a hard time with that, because I kept thinking about, if I look at it through all these different lenses, I'll have a different answer for that. And sure, you could say, well, what's your opinion? Yeah, but like, I'm not good enough with politics and with legislation to have an informed opinion. So what I did was I had ChatGPT create 10 different personas, 10 different archetypes of the kinds of people that would be interested in a bill like this. And I made sure that there was a big business person, and there was an entrepreneur, and there was a legislator, and there was a community person, and right. And so I came up with a set of 10 of these things, collaborating with ChatGPT. What are these archetypes? And then I said, here's the bill. What is all of their opinion on this? And it was brilliant at it. It was brilliant at it. And I looked at all those. I posted that somewhere in my LinkedIn history. That article exists. And you can see these 10 different opinions on this bill. And it taught me about the bill. And it taught me to think about all these different perspectives that I wouldn't have thought of. So it's a very useful through the looking glass. I want to know how my philosophy stands up to the greats. Yeah, you could have a blast with this. To get a 3-minute song video out, Wait, what was that, Lori K, today? All right, y'all are just talking to each other in TikTok. Not you, Kyle. Not live. Okay. My Jeffersonian dinner planner GPT, similar concept. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Can I copy and paste this? No, of course not. Well, anyway, if you want to go see Vicky's, go look for Jefferson Dinner Planner. That's a great idea, Vicky, actually. All right, it's Friday night date night. What else should we talk about? Yeah, search the GPT store for that. You mentioned using images and HeyGen to create characters for a show. I did. Okay, so let's go do that. Oh, wait. Do I have... How do I want to do this? All right. So we have a script. I'm just going to do two. I'm going to do Skinny McGillicuddy. All right. Let's switch back to GPT 4.0. Say, create a visual description of Skinny McGillicuddy. Now turn that into a single paragraph image prompt. All right, now we're going to go to, where do I want to go? Let's go to, oh, I'm just lazy, Mid-Journey. Do 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 do. Jankadank dang dagadang dang dagadang. Shadagadang gadank. Shagank gadang dang 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 dang. It's perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's go edit this thing. We're gonna expand it up a little bit. We're gonna expand it out a little bit. We're gonna expand it down a little bit. Submit. Oh, can we see the screen, please? Oh, that's just rude. That's just rude of me. Shock collar. I know. Love it, but too long for tonight. Kudos to Kyle for doing this. Thank you. Good night, Mark. Yeah, I know I'm late. This is this show is not for the faint of heart. Can't see on YouTube. Yeah, Silver Fox, the reason you couldn't see on YouTube was because I hadn't turned on the sharing. Remember when I said earlier I don't have a producer tonight? Yeah, about that. Okay, so here's this. Let's pick one of these that's good. This one's good. And then we're going to go editor, and we're going to go 16 by 9. Let's see. Can I go beyond? No. This editor. How do I 4 by 3, 16 by 9? Can I reset this somewhere? How do I reset my editor? Well, I know how I'll do this. Let me just upscale this. Creative. All right, so now let's go. Let's grab. Let's go back to Chat GPT. We'll say, now create a similar prompt for Aristotle. Aristotle. So the order of operations here is going to be make 2 images, record. This is going to take too long to do it the right way. Yeah, we'll do it the shitty way. The right way would be to use Runway Act 1, where I can actually act the two performances and swap out my voice and then use my facial performance on their face, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the cheap way. Not cheap money, but cheap creatively. Because it's too late. It's too late. It's too late, people. We'll do it live. Okay. There's that. There's Midjourney. There's that. There's that. Go make Aristotle. And then here we have this dude. Skinny McGillicuddy. Never a dull moment in the AI learning lab. Yeah. So let's go here. We'll go to downloads. Downloads. Where's Skinny? Did I save him to downloads? Desktop iCloud. Open that up. And then I think that's about 16 by 9. Good enough. All right. Tools, crop. Boom. Export. JPEG's fine. We don't want to replace it, so we'll do .jpg. All right. There's that. Let's go look at Aristotle. That looks crappy. Let's see. Back to ChatGPT. Make this description more like he is sitting in the TV station with contemporary clothes inspired by period garb. It should be photorealistic. Are you cropping what you just expanded? Yes, I did crop what I just expanded because the top of his head was cut off. I just needed to get more of him so I could crop in and get a good, nice TV kind of shot. Is he ever going to stop humming that stupid song? That's really annoying. I'm sitting here trying to concentrate on what he's doing. I'm trying to learn artificial intelligence, and he's just singing this. It's just inane. I don't understand this show. Why do people watch this? Why am I here? It's Friday night. Shouldn't I be on a date? This is my date. This is Friday night date night. Oh my God. This is horrible. All right. I'm kind of digging. I'm kind of digging hot Aristotle. All right. Upscale creative. Oh yeah. Hey, big boy. What brings you to a place like this? All right, this is going to be so good. It's going to be worth all your time. You're not going to question your life choices here shortly. Yes, you are. Cam Catkin, please zoom in on Aristotle. I will. It's doing its thing. Freak Philosophy Friday. Kyle sounds like a 90s Valley girl. Thank you. Thank you. It's that acting degree. It comes in handy. like, oh my God. Yeah. Really, Aristotle. He's so hot. He's really hot. You know, the thing about Aristotle, you know, they always show him in like those gowns and those robes, and like he's standing in front of the Parthenon and everything. And I don't even know if Aristotle was at the Parthenon. I don't know. I'm ignorant. Anyway, but they have him there. But what I did, I went into Midjourney and I said, could you make him hotter? And then he was kind of hot. And I said, no, could you make him hotter? And then it's kind of hot. And then he's like, can you make it hotter still? And it was like, oh my God, I would totally chill with him. I would totally chill with him. Aristotle's hot. I don't know if he had a job. I don't know if he had a job. But anyways, like, but he's apparently he said some smart things. He probably had a job. All right. Here's hot Aristotle. Oh my God. All right. Save image as hot Aristotle. Okay, so now we have our two dudes. I think we're good. So now we're going to go to 11 labs and we're going to make some voices. 11 labs. 11 labs. You know, someone had to say, how do you make that that talking thing you talked about? All right. Why is he wearing a 70s disco suit? I said I wanted him to wear something that was inspired by his traditional garb, and it did it. It just made him hot. Still hot. All right. So wait. So we need our script. So let's go get Skinny McGillicuddy. The opening statement. Okay, so we're going to take all this, copy, go to 11 labs. We're going to paste it in here. We're going to get rid of these two things. Hello. Welcome, everyone, to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash it out. Okay. Voice. Okay, we want high. All right. Can you see all this? Oh, you're not going to be able to hear these. So let me go change how I share. Hang on a sec. Let's go find a voice.
The people who are crazy.
I have crossed oceans.
Let me tell you.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you. I prayed. And
that's Aristotle.
Let me tell you.
Oh, wait,
let me tell you what my grandpa told me when I was.
I have crossed oceans of time.
The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world.
I have crossed oceans of.
The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world.
That one, I like Adam Stone. Uh-oh. How did I lose that? How do I get back? Oh. All right, we'll go with Adam Stone. Add to my voices. Okay. Generate speech.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash out today's biggest questions. I'm your host, Skinny McGillicuddy, and boy, do we have a humdinger of a statement to unpack. The biggest advantage of generative AI is that it reduces the distance from getting an idea out into the world to essentially zero.
All right, so we need to add. Do we have a history? A humdinger of a statement to unpack. This is brought to us by the holy, unqualified AI enthusiast, Kyle Shannon, who considers himself relevant. He sounds like a pretentious twit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash out today's biggest questions. I'm your host, Skinny McGillicuddy, and boy, do we have a humdinger of a statement to unpack. This is brought to us by the wholly unqualified AI enthusiast Kyle Shannon, who considers himself relevant. The biggest advantage of generative AI is that it reduces the distance from getting an idea out into the world to essentially zero. With me are four very special guests: Aristotle, Socrates, Steve Jobs, and Dr. Phil.
All right, let's
dive right in.
Let's lose.
Aristotle, you've studied everything under the sun: ethics, logic, biology. What's your take?
Okay, so download that. So we got that. Now let's go back to Chat GPT. Now we got Aristotle. And then we're going to go here. Oh, no, we're going to go here. Oh, you can't see all this. But anyway, I just went and copied and pasted some other shit. And now we're going to change it to that crazy deep voice, which was Grandpa Spuds.
Let me tell you what my grandpa told.
No.
I have crossed oceans.
This one. Add to my voices. Got it. Generate speech. You could see where once.
Well, Skinny, I find it remarkable that we possess technology enabling near-instant expression of ideas. In my day, we had to rely on oral disc.
Oh, these are obnoxious. Oh, good Lord. Okay, now we're going to, so where we've been, we were at ChatGPT. We generated the show concept and the script. We also used ChatGPT to generate Mid-Journey prompts. We went into Mid-Journey. We made some images. We cropped them, expanded them, cropped them. We got Hot Aristotle, which we're excited about. We went to 11 labs to take the text and turn it into speech. And now we're going to Hey Gen. We're going to merge it all together. All right. This is the screaming robot from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That was done with perfect Hitchhiker's Guide humor. All right, let's go. Hey, Jen. And I haven't been in here in a while, so they likely have changed the interface on me. So if you think I was unqualified before, wait till you see what's about to start happening. All right. Avatar. Oh, create video. Avatar video landscape. because our eyes are still on sides of our heads. We're going to go photo avatar. We're going to create a photo avatar. We're going to upload. I know I'm going fast. You can pick it up, though. Desktop. We want Skinny McGillicuddy first. He's so sad. he's like an AM radio disc jockey. What why? Did I? Oh, there we go. Upload. Oh, you can't see any of this. Dang it. Sorry. I wish someone could scream at me. I do need a shock collar. Skinny. So I'll start from the beginning again with the next one. All right, so there's Skinny McGillicuddy. Oh, they're validating the photo. That could take a few minutes. Let's go. We'll create another photo avatar. So basically, I'm in. Let me go back to the beginning. I went to Hey Gen and just create video in the upper left-hand side here. Create video, avatar video, landscape. And then it defaults to video avatars, but I'm going to go to photo avatar. We're going to upload. We're going to select the photo. We're going to go get Hot Aristotle. There's Hot Aristotle. We're going to upload it. We got the green check mark, Hot Aristotle. All right. And then we're going to go this dude. Oh, it's still validating that photo. That sucks. Come on, validate my photos already. This is so annoying. All right, we'll wait for that. So for the script, we're going to do upload. So the first thing we're going to upload is our Skinny McGillicuddy.
Well, Skinny.
No.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest...
Okay, if you're not having this much fun when you use AI, you're not doing it right. Just act like an idiot. Because, like, what's it fucking matter? You know? What does it matter? Come on, I want to use it. Validate my photo. It's so annoying. Anybody have any questions? Well, I'll wait for that thing to validate, and meanwhile, I'll do this. Hi, everybody. Is this fun or does this suck? So now what we're gonna do is those words are gonna make their mouths talk. Because I have no producer that's sending me notes like you're boring the shit out of people or we can't see you. I have no feedback because I'm focused on doing the thing. Any thoughts, questions? Can we see McGillicuddy again? Yes, you can see McGillicuddy again. Let's get you to skin. All right, here's what he looks like. And then here's what he sounds like. Let's go here and we'll go here.
Well, Skinny.
No, this one. Okay. So we'll move that out of the way. We'll close this. So here's what he sounds like. Oops. Oh, I think you'll be able to hear this. Can you hear this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash out today's biggest questions. I'm your host, Skinny McGuillicuddy, and boy, do we have a humdinger of a statement to unpack.
That's a good point, Side Hustle Mimi. I should have given Hot Aristotle a good Roman accent. But next time. We've already got the voice made. All right, there's Skinny's thing. I didn't quite do it 16 by 9 perfect. So there's Skinny. There's Skinny, dead center of the frame. We got the upload at 11 Labs. Boom. And then we're just going to, let's do, I think I can layer on text. And then I think, how do I do this? Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. So I think how I do it, make this smaller, and then we'll just shrink this down to like 5 seconds, something like that. And submit. So we'll call this Skinny Opening. All right, so there's Skinny being made. Now we're going to go back. We're going to create a video. We're going to create an avatar video. We're going to create landscape. We're going to go photo avatar. We're going to do the script first because I just learned something. If you do the script first, then it'll automatically stretch the image the length of the thing.
Hello, everyone.
Well, Skinny.
I love that voice. Hello, Skinny. Hi, Ma. All right, then we go to the avatar. We click this. We got Hot Aristotle. Boom, he's in there. I think we could zoom in a little bit on Hot Aristotle, couldn't we? Oh, this is too much fun. All right. Beautiful. He's almost got 5 fingers. Let's go add text. We'll do the title thing again. We'll put it down here on this side. We'll go grab the color. We pick that little light yellow. Let's call him Hot Aristotle. I'm sure the ghost of Aristotle is going to hunt me down. Is it Aristotle or Aristotle? Did I get it right? I think I got it right. Yes, because I went to a state school. Don't you pick on me, you fucking Ivy Leaguers and your PhD in Stanford mathematics, and you're living life with advantages. All right. Submit. And this is Hot Aristotle. And Kyle cracks himself up. Best part of the night. the most interesting philosopher in the world. He's totally the most interesting philosopher in the world. All right. So those will render. So that's rendering. And that's basically it. And then that's how you would make a show, right? You would just do that over and over again and then stitch them together in iMovie. So we'll come, as soon as they're done, we'll come back to them and play them. But thoughts, questions? Is that all that clear? Aristotle's spinning in his grave, hearing himself being referred to as Roman. Those pants. He looks like a Gary Oldman character. Oh, he does. Skinny McGillicuddy. He definitely looks like that. What's wrong with his neck? Listen, okay, everyone, with AI, don't look too close. You'll be disappointed, okay? With writing, with music, with images, all of it. Just trust me on. Oh, we got Skinny. Skinny's back. Okay, so I got to stop sharing this. I got to start sharing this and this. Share. All right, we got Skinny. All right, you can see Skinny. Beautiful.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash out today's biggest questions. I'm your host, Skinny McGillicuddy, and boy, do we have a humdinger of a statement to unpack. This is brought to us by the wholly unqualified AI enthusiast Kyle Shannon, who considers himself relevant. The biggest advantage of generative AI is that it reduces the distance from getting an idea out into the world to essentially zero. With me are four very special guests: Aristotle, Socrates, Steve Jobs, and Dr. Phil. Let's dive right in. Aristotle, you've studied everything under the sun: ethics, logic, biology. What's your take?
It's perfect. I'd put a quote on it. I'd put up, pictures of the other people as he's saying them. You could like to be clear, everything that we've done so far tonight is totally automatable, right? This is like what we're doing right now is effectively prototyping a show that you could generate out of a custom application you spin up over a weekend. Or you could just do it manually if you don't mind doing manual shit. I do because I'm lazy. All right, let's go back and see if. Well, so wait, let's go 60% ready. So let's go grab this. I'm going to download that. I think we're going to download it. Oh, maybe it's not rendered yet. Why don't we grab it at 720p? Yeah, that's good. And then we'll go open this. Beautiful. And then we'll just cut over to, we'll just append this video. All right, we have Hot Aristotle.
Well, Skinny, I find it remarkable that we possess technology enabling near-instant expression of ideas. In my day, we had to rely on oral discourse or painstaking writing to share insights. The advantage of rapid dissemination is that it expands the scope and speed of collective knowledge. However, I'd also consider that when ideas spread swiftly, they might not always be refined or tested thoroughly. Virtue, after all, resides in balance, so I see both great potential and great risk.
Yeah, I know the fingers are problematic. I'll give you that. All right, let me stop sharing here. Go back, share here. Go knee. Go knee. Knee. Go. All right, so now I'm in QuickTime Player. And I'm going to go edit, add clip to end. This is like cheap editing tips 101. We don't need no stinking editing program. Done. Save. Save. Close. Save. TV opening. Download to there. All right, let's go full screen. You should be able to hear this, everyone, because we're not in Chrome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Remarkable that
Steve Jobs and Dr. Phil. Let's dive right in. Aristotle, you've studied everything under the sun: ethics, logic, biology. What's your take?
Well, Skinny, I find it remarkable that we possess technology enabling near-instant expression of a...
Okay, and now what do we do here on the AI Learning Lab? We go make asses of ourselves and post this publicly. because learning out loud is important. Okay, let's see. What's it called? The Skinny Philosophy Hour? Thinking with Skinny. Okay. All right. So we're there. Let me give you that thing back. All right. So I'm over in TikTok now. I'm in TikTok land. Opening of the new hit philosophy show, Thinking with Skinny. Here's a sneak peek of the scintillating dialogue and riveting parentheses and hot. Now we shouldn't do too much. And hot guests. Okay. So riveting. Riveting, is that right? Yes. Scintillating dialogue. All right. We're going to go grab our movie. And I'll go ahead and share it so you can hear it, because we just gotta, it's part of the je ne sais quoi of making asses of ourselves. You know, it's funny. Sometimes I put up work that's like good, and then sometimes I put up shit like this, and I just have a feeling people are like, this guy's schizophrenic. What is happening? I don't think that's true, because I don't think anyone pays attention to any of these. All right, so it's 100% uploaded. Let's go tag some people. We'll tag Robert Scoble, because why not? He's sort of friendly to me. He might boost it. We'll tag, what did I make this in? I made this in HeyGen, so we'll tag HeyGen. We'll tag 11 Labs. And we'll tag ChatGPT. And we'll tag Sam Altman. Why tag Sam Altman? Why the fuck not? You can do it. Post. All right. 2 L's. Oh, damn it. Which one where did I need 2 L's? Edit post. Hashtags. Which hashtags? No, I don't think you need to use hashtags anymore. Scintillating. 2 L's. Scintillating. I knew that. Everybody knows that. All right, so do me a favor. Go to my thingy. Go to my Twitter and find this thing and like it and share it and post it. All right?
host, Skinny McGillicuddy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thinking with Skinny, the show where some of history's and pop culture's greatest minds hash out today's biggest questions. I'm your host, Skinny McGillicuddy, and boy, do we have a humdinger of a statement to unpack. This is brought to us by the wholly unqualified AI enthusiast Kyle Shannon, who considers himself relevant. The biggest advantage of generative AI is that it reduces the distance from getting an idea out into the world to essentially zero.
Did I do sneak peek? Sneak peek. Nah, that's fine.
With me are four very special guests: Aristotle, Socrates, Steve Jobs, and Dr. Phil. Let's dive right in. Aristotle, you've studied everything under the sun: ethics, logic, biology. What's your take?
Well, Skinny, I find it remarkable that we possess technology enabling near-instant expression of ideas. In my day, we have...
And the thing that I missed, the thing that I should have had is underneath Skinny McGillicuddy is a song that we made in Suno for the cheesy TV opening. But anyway, it's late. It's 10:04 on a Friday night in Denver, so it's fucking midnight on the East Coast. Kyle, you're posting this to TikTok too? Yes, I just posted it to TikTok. That's where I posted it. Oh, wait. Oh, to TikTok. Yes, I will post it to TikTok. I won't do that now in front of all of you. That would be what do you call it? Insufferable. This whole show's insufferable. Thanks. Sam will get someone right on that. All right. So, big philosophy night. We talked a lot about, listen, I know we had a lot of fun with this stuff tonight, but that exercise we did where you can talk with different philosophers or really fucking anyone is something to play with. But more importantly, like, I really do think we're in the middle of a shift, and we're shifting from focus on tools to focus on people, and really focus on yourself, really get in touch with who you are and what you want to be, what you want to put in the world, how you want to self-express, because there's no more excuses for not being able to do anything, like literally anything. Are we there yet? No. But like, whatever that took us, half an hour, 45 minutes to make that silly little TV thing, you couldn't have made that thing, even at that quality with these shitty little janked up fingers. You couldn't have made that 2 years ago without serious expense. So just know that anything that comes out of your head that you're like, oh, that would be fun, you can do. So get intentional now about who you are and what you want to be when you grow up. And then don't fucking grow up. If I've taught you anything, be serious about your youth. You know, people can see this on LinkedIn, right? Yeah, I know. At some point, some pharma client's gonna be like, yeah, hey, Monique. Yeah. Hey, we were wondering, could you maybe have a word with your CEO there? Because we work together, and everything he's doing he has made a commitment. We respect the commitment, and but boy, if you could just you know what he does? He wears some of the times he'll wear a pink bow. And listen, I'm not like, to each their own. To each their own. I mean, everybody can do what they want to do. You know what I mean? But you know, just it's a look. It's a there's appearances. And so yeah, if you could just have a conversation, maybe tone down the you know, and the pink bow and the artichokes, or the I don't know, hedgehogs he calls them. I don't know what he and we're a Christian organization. There's a fair amount of foul language. It's just, if you could really just have a word with your CEO, that would be much appreciated. And scene. All right. Fantastic, people. Kyle Shannon is at it again. Oh, good Lord. When innovative tools emerge, the citizenry should be encouraged to learn and adapt them. If large segments of the population hold the know-how, monopolies on power become harder to sustain. Yeah, I just saw a post tonight that was actually pretty interesting, talking about the fact that China is now putting out models that are beating ChatGPT 4.0 and Claude Sonnet 3.5. They're open sourcing them. And what that means is, like, this, as much as the government might want to start containing this stuff, I don't think they're going to be able to. And so I think it is incumbent upon all of us to get AI ready. Get ready for AI. AI readiness is your new friend. It's your new way of being. It means be curious, be adventurous, do stupid shit like I did here. All right? Groovy. The pink bow is Kyle's stress reliever. All right, everyone. I'm going to take off. Have a fantastic weekend. If you want to do any homework this weekend, feel free to play with some, some ChatGPT stuff or Claude stuff with different kinds of personas, just as a fun thing. Feel free to if you want to make images like that, that's fine too. What I would say, here's some good homework for the weekend, is really think about that question. If I could do anything, what would I do? What would I choose to do? If I didn't have this burden or that burden or that burden or this hurdle, if it were all possible, what would I choose to do? And be fucking ridiculous about it. Like, I'm working on a musical. I'm trying to get launched in New York City. Why not? What's the worst that happens? It opens in some community theater somewhere. So great. Why not? Just think about it. All right. Do that for the weekend. That'll be a good weekend. It's a good first weekend of the year kind of exercise. All right. Fantastic. All right. So I'm out of here. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Next Monday, I will see you here. And then next Tuesday is the first AI Salon meeting of 2025. So come to that. Go to thesalon.ai, say join our community, and go join the AI Salon and register for that. All right. Michael Nee, homework equals Project Odyssey. If you've signed up for Project Odyssey, go make your stories or make a TV show like I did tonight. All right. Peace out, everybody. Bye. All right. You